Okay, we're doing an unboxing today on one of the Android units. It's one of the very new Octa-core processors. It actually has the 2 gig RAM, and this model from Xtrons had an extremely good alignment with the specifications that I wanted. This had, you know, like all the extra computer power, all the extra RAM. It has all of the settings that I wanted. It seems like it also has one thing that was really big to me is it actually has RCA outs for the computer monitors. So that's what we did. Went through, kind of find, like when you're doing these Android things, you find so many varieties that are, you know, one has this and then the other one doesn't have it, and there's so many little combinations that you can get mixed up in all of it. So if you do find what you need, you should just kind of keep penciling out and funneling down what you need, what you do not need. It's kind of like buying a computer. Usually if you're a novice computer user, you don't know what you need until you try and mess up. We're going to shift. This is a real unboxing. It's not a recreation like many are. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up. Mine just came through DHL today, and it's supposed to be a signature delivery. I was actually home because I was wanting to catch it so they didn't leave without it, but they actually just walked it up to my door and left it there anyway. And so I didn't even have to come home, but at least I got it in the house, and nobody can take it from me. Okay, so here we go, unboxing. First note, I was actually expecting a plain white box because most of the Android units come that way. This one actually has a black box. I don't know how. Throw this back there. So we actually have a pretty darn professionally presented box. Usually they're white. This one actually has the Xtrons logo. It's actually pretty well done compared to what I've seen. I bought one from a couple of different companies previously, and ended up sending one back. One of them got stolen before I even put it in my car. So get a close-up of just kind of like the logo and everything if you could. And we'll do a quick open up. Very nice user manual. Usually these are all black and white and crudely put together, but this actually has color photographs on there and a good explanation of all the steps. Yeah, I think this is kind of like geared more toward a customer base than the normal kits that I've seen. So Xtrons seem to kind of rise above. Alright, and then you get the little mounting brackets for the radio. I guess these are ISO mount brackets. I won't be using them in my specific application, but this is something I noticed before I shipped, before I ordered two, and I believe this is a mostly European connector, these ISO connectors, and I'm starting to see those more readily available in the US, where you can just buy this connector and then it connects directly up. There's, you know, like there's a lot of functions that you still gotta kind of tap into normally, but this ISO mount, the female, really makes it easy to connect stereo if you can. Alright, so let's see what the radio, it is really lightweight, which I think normally the old stereo installers would say, oh no, it's lightweight, it's complete junk. But the new thing is, you know, to everything, the more lightweight, the more better, the more efficient. So I guess some of us are changing our tune, and I think my worries normally about when it's super lightweight. Let's just see the packaging. And it does have all your connections. The previous unit I had, I could not read this whatsoever. It was so tiny. It was just absolutely ridiculous. And this one I can actually kind of see what maps to what without referring to my instructions. So I'll take that as a big plus. Let's see. I'm going to take this out of here. I'm not going to take the pre-mask off yet from the face of the unit. But I just definitely wanted to kind of show what's on the unit to begin with. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, it is a completely flat glass panel up here. I want to kind of show why I went with this unit. In addition, up here on the Frontier, the other unit that I tried to fit in here, it actually has the button or the knob right here. I used to always think you don't buy a stereo without a knob. A knob for volume is the only way you should have it. However, in this application, the knob was right here. So basically I had to reach in here like this with a finger and a thumb and go like this, and I had a whole 15 degrees of rotation that I had to try to adjust volume with. So, and then on this, the new one, you know, now I'm back to digital, you know, haptic type keys. So I gotta, you know, now I gotta just basically touch rather than sprint a knob. But you know, you can pretty clearly see, you know, you do have a mic button up here that will sense your voice for Bluetooth and everything like that. I'm anxious to test that. Normally I use external mics, but this may actually be a good way to use. I'm kind of curious because I'm hoping that's not a crack right there. Okay. So I'm just pulling up the pre-mask right now. Ah, good. There's no cracks. It was just a cut on the pre-cling. So, okay, my video can continue. Okay, so there is a reset button up here. There's a spot for your, I guess I should say a slot for your SD card if you'd like, micro SD. Over on the back, you got a little wireless LAN antenna, so you can actually leech off of your mobile hotspot and run your apps from your phone into here. Some of them have 4G. I believe this one is 3G if I'm correct. But connection for your GPS, connection for all of your regular stereo wires. And these are kind of like for the specialty type functions, you know, whether it's RCAs or like the radio's got a special connection, but these RCAs, and then there's sub amp outs and, you know, things like that. That's where these plug into. So that's where we're at right now. That's just the unboxing part. One more time, just kind of showing what we're coming from. This is like the stock. It's a Frontier. This is the CD AM FM radio.